Hi y'all, and welcome back to Johnson Branch Farm. My name is Rachel, and today's video is going to be a little different. Yesterday I posted a video showing how we built a trap to help us deal with this hog situation. And I guess I didn't realize at the time that that would be triggering and upsetting to some people. When you homestead, that's your way of life. Dealing with these kind of issues is all a part of it. And so we try really hard to be transparent with that, the good, the bad, all of that here on this channel. Luckily, we haven't had much bad, but the last week or so, we've been dealing with the hog issues, and that's been pretty rough. So when I posted the trap video, I did not take into consideration that that would be triggering or upsetting to some people. And for that, I'm sorry. And it might seem silly to apologize about that, but I'm doing that for two reasons. Number one, we are the light. We started this channel to be the light, to show people Jesus and a life lived for Jesus. And I would never want to intentionally do something that turns people away from that. So by posting things that could be triggering or upsetting to people, could potentially do just that. Also, we are not a hunting channel. We don't show us hunting. We don't go into that aspect of it. So that's not a typical video that would normally be associated with this channel. So when people come to this channel, they're not coming here expecting to see that. So when they do see that, it can be a little shocking. So I wasn't really considering my audience at that point 100%. Now, there are a lot of people that watch our channel that do live the same lifestyle we do, but there is a lot of people here that don't. So I want to try to be very considerate of that here in our videos. And I removed that video because I felt like it was not considerate of that. Now, the comments I got were pretty harsh. They were pretty hurtful. They were pretty, they were not coming from a place of love. They were not said in love. So I did remove them. But in doing that, I went ahead and just removed the entire video because they may have taken that video as not being said in love either. And I don't want that to be a theme around here. I don't want people to come here and feel uncomfortable. I understand not everybody's going to agree with our lifestyle. Not everybody's going to agree with what we believe. But there are some things that I can maybe avoid in our content that isn't so triggering to people. If people just don't like this lifestyle or they don't like me personally, that's fine. But I will make sure I do my best. Aaron and I will do our best to not post content that can be triggering and offensive to people, because we don't want to turn people away from Jesus and the love of Him. We want to bring people to Him and reflect that here on this channel. And I understand, as this channel grows, as we grow as content creators, we are going to have to somewhat develop a tough skin or a thick skin. And I get that. You're going to have to let things roll off of your back. There are going to be hurtful and unnecessary comments that are just beyond our control. I understand that when you put yourself out there in any capacity. But I felt like this was something that could really be avoided, and this was something, I was not compromising on something I believe. I was not compromising on the Word of God or anything like that. So I felt like this was something I could do to make people feel more at ease when they come to our channel. I was told one time, anytime you're in ministry or out in the open, out in the public eye, you're just going to have to develop a thick skin. And yes and no. I don't want my skin to be so thick that I don't have compassion for those around me. And by removing that video, I feel like this is a way I can show compassion to my viewers, to the community that's watching us, to the people who are seeing the love of God through us, I can show compassion by taking that down. I'm trying to have a serious moment and he's throwing rocks at me. Wait, what? You weren't throwing them at me?
Yeah.
What were you doing? Oh, throwing them in the creek I'm standing next to?
That was the
Are you showing compassion and love when you do that?
I was trying to put the rocks back in the creek.
So I had nothing to do with it? Bye-bye now. So I don't ever want my skin to become too thick that I lose compassion for those around me, and that can happen too. It's one thing to let negativity and hurtful things roll off your back, but it's another that you've become so stoic and strong-hold up against those things, you build walls up against that you lose the compassion for people. People who are lashing out and hurting other people are hurt themselves. So we have to take that into consideration when we're dealing with people who say hurtful things. That person that left those really hurtful comments is probably hurting themselves. And I want to show them compassion by just go ahead and removing the situation. And I don't feel like that was compromising what we believe and what we do. We're still going to do what we do. We're still going to do what we feel necessary in every aspect of our life. But there are things that I can just use better judgment on that won't trigger people and bring them into that. Because that's not what we're here to do. We're not that kind of channel. That was a part of our life, and I thought it was worth showing. Now I realize that that side of our life doesn't need to be so public. That's one thing that I need to pull back on. So I just wanted to come out. I just wanted to say I'm sorry if anyone was upset by that video. That was not the intention. We are not out here just mindlessly killing things and torturing things. That's not what we're doing. We are out here loving Jesus, loving our family, and growing our own food. And sometimes things are going to happen. Things are going to come against that. And we have to do our best to deal with it. So I just wanted to apologize if you were hurt, if you were offended by that video. That was not the intent, and I hope that moving forward we get to keep sharing our lives together and keep growing together and living the lives that the Lord has given. I also want to thank you so much for all of the kind comments about my garden, about the situation, and how much you just reached out and said you were praying and your condolences and all of the lovely words that we received in that situation. I appreciate so much. If I hadn't responded to your comment, please know I did read each and every one of them, and I am so grateful for all of the kindness you have shown our family. So in the meantime, may the Lord bless and keep you, and I'll see you on the next video.